Coming here as a little kid was very tough. I mean, I grew up in Morocco for nearly 14 years, almost barefooted by the beach. So I had that freedom, you know, learning French and Arabic, stuff like that. Coming here, starting again at that nearly 14 wasn't easy because you had to learn the language, trying to fit in. Being in this situation, you become a misfit in both places because in London, I'm a Londoner, but sometimes something happens and you realise you're a foreigner. And in Morocco, you're somebody we say second fil kharij, you know, you're the Moroccan lives abroad. So you have the local, you have somebody like myself who was born in Morocco and gone to live abroad, and you have another generation that's born like in Europe and they're Moroccan. So I'm in the middle. I'm sort of, it's just about fit the local that lives abroad. What happened was one year, I think it was in the 90s, I was in Marrakesh, and a friend of mine who's an English barrister, he's got this beautiful Riyadh, he was away and he had Elle magazine from England doing a shoot there, and he's called me up and said, listen Hassan, do you mind just sitting there between the workers, his workers and Elle magazine group of people, just in case they need something like tea or explain something, because I spoke English. And along the way I was watching and I realised, you know, there was the hairdresser, the makeup artist, the photographer, the models, the producer, they're all like from Germany, England, all this, and then and even the clothes. And then I was looking at it and I was like, wow, they're just using Morocco as a backdrop. There's nothing about to do in Morocco, but you know, it's the exoticness of the country. Maybe they would have done that in India or China, and this was another landscape they're using. And that was the first thing I was like, okay, I want to try to use my people in sort of in the style, you know, sort of in the fashion style, and then the story grew from there. You know, the first body of work, like having all my friends in the pictures. The reaction in the States with these, as you say, the babies, has been incredible. I mean, I'm still in shock because I think they don't see that. They see it as first thing, but this, I think there's so much going on, images from the frames, from the things, so they always stand and look at it quite a long time. Then they see the design, they see the swagger, they see the frame, the product. So I think it's been, for what I felt, not because of my work, and I might sound big-headed, but I felt from the people reaction that it was fresh, something new for them, and it was fresh, and it was welcoming. It wasn't something that's going to scare them. 2 days ago I had a woman looking at the work, some art advisor, and she saw one of the images and she liked it, and she goes, oh, well, and I said, actually that was taken in 2000, but I said the camouflage fabric they were, and I bought that in Chinatown in 98. So I said that has a journey for me, buying the fabric from Chinatown in New York, taking it to Marrakesh, having it made, shooting the people, and then hanging back in New York. For me, I said it's a great journey, you know, on a personal level. It's just a picture to somebody. Sometimes people see, you know, obviously them getting press and they see you travelling, and in their eyes that's success because, you know, you're doing that. And maybe that is success, and you know, and I appreciate these moments as well. Surviving it is not easy. It's really, you know, depends on each artist, depends on where you're at. For me, I'm just about surviving, and every year that goes by and I think, wow, I've survived in what's so-called art, and I've been also producing work on top of that. I'm a rich man in that kind of way. I'm very happy, I'm very content. My marriage is to my work in a sense, and it's something that I love, and I've got to continue. I don't know where it's going, but I've got to follow it to see where it takes me.